What is going on, guys? As we have more free agency news to cover, as you can tell, the first one we have Alshon Jeffery. So it came down to the Colts, the Eagles, and the Bears were in the mix as well, obviously, because he's departing from Chicago. And then the Vikings came in at the end with a deal, but Alshon Jeffery decided to go to the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, this is a great pickup for Philadelphia. They desperately need wide receivers, and the only problem with this deal is they only get him for 1 year. Alshon only signed a 1 year deal. So even if Alshon makes a great impact to your team, there's a chance he could leave after this season. So I don't understand why you signed Alshon to a 1 year deal. I would lock him up, and he gets to partner with Torrey Smith and Jordan Matthews and all the other mediocre wide receivers they have over there in Philadelphia. But great pickup. A lot of these wide receivers are coming to the NFC East as the Redskins are rumoring to sign Terrell Pryor. So there's going to be a lot of great receivers in the NFC East here coming up. We're going to have to sign a lot of corners over here in the NFC East to cover these good wide receivers. But uh, a great fit for Alshon to be in Philadelphia. Definitely gets help for Carson Wentz and gives him a presence to throw to, in fact, because I don't think, well, obviously they only played for 1 year. Eagles haven't had a great weapon since Macklin and Deshaun Jackson. Now they have a pretty good duo in Torrey Smith and uh, Alshon Jeffery. And now we're on to Brock Osweiler. So he just got traded for, I think literally he got traded for a few picks. I know this was definitely a salary dump for the Houston Texans. The Texans gave away Brock Osweiler, and they even had to throw in a second-round pick. So that's how you know the Texans were desperate to get rid of Osweiler. And then now the Browns don't even want Brock Osweiler. That's how you know you're not a good quarterback, when not even the Browns want you. They're trying to trade him as well, and if they can't find anything for him, they're going to release him. And now the Browns are on their run to try to grab Jimmy Garoppolo, which makes a ton of sense after all these picks they have. They have tons of picks now. I was just watching NFL Insiders or whatever it was, and Ian Rappaport was talking about how many picks the Browns have in these next two upcoming drafts. So they have a lot of picks to work with. I think there was like 2 first-rounders, 3 second-rounders. There's just a lot of picks that the Browns could use. So good trade assets as well, and Brock Osweiler just got traded today, so now it opens up the door for Texans to try to get Tony Romo, which I'm guessing that might actually happen now after this trade, because Brock Osweiler is going to be leaving the Texans, obviously, because he got traded, and now he's with the Browns, and it doesn't even sound like the Browns want him that badly. So that is actually kind of funny if you really think about it. I kind of feel bad for him getting paid that much money, and now no one even wants him. Next, we're on to AJ Bouye, and AJ Bouye. I've never even heard of this guy until this past season. I don't know. I know he's been in the league. He's not a rookie. He's been in the league for like 4 years, I think. And now he's got a very hefty contract from Jacksonville. And Jacksonville gets to partner up with Jalen Ramsey over there. So 2 young corners for Jacksonville, which is awesome. Jacksonville is going all in. They signed Calais Gamble, and now they're signing A.J. Bouye. I think they made, and Barry Church. Can't forget about that. They signed Barry Church as well, a veteran safety. So I'm very happy for the Jaguars. They're building their defense. Now Blake Bortles just has to play well for them, and because he has plenty of weapons on offense after actually getting rid of Julius Thomas, kind of limits their arsenal. But they still got the Allen brothers and a few other wide receivers there. But yeah, their defense is looking good. They have Dante Fowler still, Malik Jackson, and now they add Calais Campbell. So that defensive line is looking really freaking good. So I'm happy for Jacksonville. Hopefully they can make a run this next coming season, and Blake Bortles can play well so they can push towards the playoffs, because this team definitely deserves to be in the playoffs. I thought they would even make it last year, to be honest. Everybody believed in the hype after that first game against Green Bay that they put up a great fight against Green Bay, and they did end up losing on like the last play. So I'm very happy for Jacksonville. Hopefully they can get it together, and this was a great signing for them. Hopefully A.J. Bouye plays up to expectations. And then now the Chargers get offensive line help. Phillip Rivers hasn't had a good offensive line in quite a while. He always gets hurt, and now the Los Angeles Rams, no longer the San Diego not the Rams, Los Angeles Chargers, no longer the San Diego Chargers, will be getting Russell Okung to help protect Phillip Rivers, as he is getting up there in age, and I think he has a very bad back problem, so this will definitely help for protection for Phillip Rivers. Now we have Reshad Jones signing with the Miami Dolphins. This was a no-brainer for Miami. Reshad Jones is a Pro Bowl safety, good strong safety up there in Miami, and honestly, I didn't even know this guy was a free agent, or I don't know if he was a free agent or he was just on his last year deal or last year of his contract, and they just re-signed him to a pretty hefty deal, which makes all the sense in the world. He is a strong safety, one of the better ones in the league, and he gets to stay up there in Miami, which Miami looked good last season. The start of the season, they looked like crap. They looked so bad, but then they just made a playoff push with Adam Gase, and they're looking good. So now they just need to sign a few other defensive players up there in Miami. Their defense is pretty good. Offense is pretty decent with Jarvis Landry, Ryan Tannehill. So they're a pretty solid playoff team, mid-playoff team. They're not ready for a Super Bowl yet, in my opinion, but Miami is looking better by re-signing Reshad Jones to that kind of contract, locking him up. Next, we have Jacquizz Rodgers. Not going to go too in-depth with this one. I think he played for while Doug Martin was out, and now they're going to sign him to a deal just in case Doug Martin can't play or whatever. And then I'm thinking about Charles Sims. Is he a free agent? I don't know. So now they have Jacquizz Rodgers, Charles Sims, and Doug Martin over there, so they have a great running back core. Jacquizz Rodgers played well for them while Doug Martin was out, and Charles Sims was out as well, so locking Jacquizz Rodgers up is not that bad of an idea. Now, this is one of the more underrated signings. Micah Hyde to Buffalo Bills is a great signing for Buffalo after losing Stephon Gilmore. Micah Hyde can play plenty of positions. He's a great punt returner, safety, cornerback. If you guys watched that nice interception he had against the Cowboys this last playoffs, he's a great safety, good ball hawk, and this is a great pickup for Buffalo. Under the radar pickup, but great pickup indeed, and Buffalo definitely needed this after losing Stephon Gilmore to the New England Patriots, which I covered earlier today. If you want to go watch that video, it'd be greatly appreciated. So Micah Hyde to Bills is a pretty good pickup for the Buffalo Bills indeed. And next we have Dre Kirkpatrick. Not going to go too in-depth with this one either. All the Bengals really did was re-sign Dre Kirkpatrick, take another cornerback off the market, and Dre Kirkpatrick is a pretty solid corner, so no reason not to sign him, right? And they still have Adam Jones over there as well. I'm not sure if he's a free agent or not, but re-signing Dre Kirkpatrick was definitely a need for the Bengals, as I think they lost two of their offensive linemen today to the other teams, Andrew Whitworth, who we're going to be covering, and then Kevin Zelter or something like that. And then we have Nick Fairley being re-signed by the Saints, which was a no-brainer. I'm pretty sure Nick Fairley is a great defensive tackle, and the Saints definitely need defensive help. If they would let him walk, it kind of would have sucked for them because their defense has sucked really badly in like the past 3 seasons or something like that. So they definitely needed to keep Nick Fairley in order to have a pretty decent defense. They need to resign sign other defensive players to make sure their defense is better than it is now, because it is not pretty up there in New Orleans. And now we have Andrew Whitworth. Like I said earlier about Bengals losing 2 other offensive linemen, he is going to Los Angeles Rams to protect for Jared Goff, and this is a great signing for Los Angeles. Great signing overall. Los Angeles is looking better with having Sean McVay, nice young head coach, and then they have Jared Goff, which I think is going to be a work of magic. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you did enjoy. As always, this is Crushables, and I'm saying peace.